Hey my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q, and I'm in my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make some tender fried chicken gizzards. Yep, tender fried chicken gizzards. It's not very hard, there's just one little trick. I'm going to be doing this trick using my pressure cooker, and then after I get them nice and tender, I'm going to fry them up. Let's go and make some chicken gizzards, okay? Let's do this. These chicken gizzards have been cleaned, washed, removed a lot of the excess fat, and now they're ready for the next step. In order to get the chicken gizzards tender, you can either boil them in some water with seasonings in it until tender, and the time's going to vary. You just have to make sure that they're fork tender, or you can do them in the pressure cooker. I have a pressure cooker, my electric pressure cooker set up here. And what I'm going to do, you need to have water in there. So I've got a chicken bouillon mixture that I've mixed. This is 2 cups of chicken bouillon. I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to add some green onions. And I've got a couple of cloves of garlic that's going to go in there. And this is just to flavor this while they're pressure cooking. And I'm going to be seasoning them again when I get ready to fry them. Now this is going to be a 2-day process. I'm going to first pressure cook it, get it nice and tender, take that liquid and let that liquid do its job overnight with these chicken gizzards, sort of like you're brining overnight. And then we'll go from there. I have an extra cup of water here just in case the level of the water in there was not high enough. I think it's good to go. Well, maybe I'll add just maybe a half a cup worth, and that'll do it. Next step, I'm going to put on the lid, pressure cooker. And it doesn't take long. And the pressure cooker is only going to take probably about 20 minutes. So I'm going to set it for 20 minutes. And we're good to go. We'll be back after they've cooked a while and gotten tender, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, pressure cooker's done. It went through a 20-minute cycle. And let's see what we got. We want it to be fork tender. Fork tender meaning that you can stick a fork in it. And with ease, let me get one that's a little bit fatter so that it make sure we're there. So I'm going to let these cool off. I'm going to refrigerate it in this broth overnight. And then tomorrow we're going to take it, we're going to season it up and fry these babies. Tender fried chicken gizzards. These are the chicken gizzards and broth. And I put in this container. Once it cools down, I'll go in the refrigerator overnight. The chicken gizzards were refrigerated overnight, and I refrigerated them in the same broth that I used to pressure cook them in. And it is a little bit of gelatin in there from the gizzards. Now what I did do also is I removed some of that juice, and I'm using that to make a gravy. I drained a lot of the broth juice off of the gizzards in preparation to get ready to fry them. Here I have a 50-50 mixture of cornstarch and all-purpose flour, and I put a little bit of salt and pepper in there, just a hint, because I know that my gizzards are well seasoned. I took the gizzards and I mixed it with an egg that was beaten, and I'm going to take the gizzards and mix them in the all-purpose flour cornstarch mixture and get ready to fry. This is my setup for frying. I've got a cast iron skillet with some canola oil in it. And we're going to get these babies cooked up. I'm going to add the chicken gizzards to my flour cornstarch mixture. Get them all coated in that flour. And shake it all up. Okay. And I believe my oil is hot now. There we go. And as you know, that when we put these gizzards in there, it's probably going to cool off the oil. So we want to make sure that it is pretty hot already. And I'm going for about a 360 to 375-ish. Also keep in mind that my chicken gizzards are already cooked. So the goal is just to brown the coating on it. Should only take maybe 3 to 4 minutes to get these browned. Don't want to overcook them, because if you overcook them, that will toughen them up again. And we went through great efforts to get them tender by pressure cooking them yesterday. I'm going to call this first batch done. Put it over here on our towel so they can drain off that oil. And that's our first batch. Putting a second batch in. I just tasted one. Sure is yummy. We're going to serve these for dinner tonight. I've got some shishito peppers that I'm charring. I've got some gravy, and that gravy is made with the broth from those gizzards. And I've got some mashed potatoes to go on the side. Got another batch that's done. Turn off the fire. I'm going to add these over to our draining tray. And I tasted it for saltiness, and I think they're good. If you needed to add salt, best time to do it would be as they're coming off the oil. That way they'll stick better. Chicken gizzards, grilled shishito peppers, gravy made from the broth from the chicken gizzards, and smashed potatoes.